Hi, this is Charles Wiggins with the Isothermal Community College Library, and this video is a tour of our research guide on Turkey, which is Isothermal's global focus country for the 2018-2019 academic year. So the first thing we will need to do is locate our research guide. So I'm going to be starting on the library homepage. You can get to the library homepage by going to library.isothermal.edu, or if you're already on the college website, you can click the library link in the banner at the top of each page. So now that I'm on the library homepage, to get to the research guides, I go to the third tab, Research Guides, click on that, and here we have an A to Z list of our guides. We are developing more, but you can see that these are the ones we currently have, primarily focused in curricula that are taught here at the college. Down here we have a link to our global focus country guide, which for 2018-2019 is Turkey. We also have another link over here under Turkey in case you forget to look under global focus. So we've got it cross-referenced both ways. And also in the helpful information box under the click links, we have put a link there as well. The first page you will visit when you enter the research guide is this page, which is focused on articles, and that would be articles from magazines, journals, newspapers, trade publications, and the like. We do have this search box here. The first one is to search for articles from NC Live databases. NC Live is a statewide library service that's taxpayer funded, and they do provide us quite a bit of content. Although we do have other databases that the college pays for that are not part of NC Live. And one of our biggest vendors for that is Gale. And so this other search box searches those Gale databases that the NC Live search will not search. And I'm not going to demonstrate these right now. The point of this video is just to give you a tour of the guide. And then down here on the left, we've got an explanation of subject searching and how effective that can be. And then in the center here, we've got databases that are most likely to be beneficial if you're doing research on Turkey and you're looking for articles. And so we've got two best bets here. The Turkey database, most of the information in that database comes from publications that are actually published in Turkey. And then we've got the Middle East and Africa database, which touches on that as well. And then other databases that are likely to provide content that may be helpful. Now, if you are doing research in a particular subject area, maybe you're looking for something to do with science within Turkey, you might do better to look at the science databases and then narrow your results to information from Turkey. So that's a quick look at the articles page. The next one is the books page, and here the search would look at our library catalog, which is how you find books that are within our library. The sidebar here, we've got a link to Library of Congress subject headings, which is the subject indexing that we use in the library catalog. And so you can read through that and learn a little bit about Library of Congress subject headings and how to use those. And then we've got a little bit of eye candy here. These are various books that we have in our collection that are related to Turkey or about Turkey. And this is not everything we have, but this is just kind of a sampling, and if one of these does interest you, we've got the location and call number information right here, so you could just go straight to the shelves and pull that book. And also, if you mouse over the title, there's a brief description of the book to kind of help you decide if that might be something that's helpful to you. But again, you can always search the catalog for more specific things. Then we have an ebooks tab. Up here, the search box is going to search for ebooks that NC Live provides. And again, I want to emphasize that because under our ebook databases here, this second set, ebooks from EBSCOhost, NC Live does provide some of that content. but the college has a subscription to additional content in that same database that is not going to show up under the NC Live search. So even if you do the NC Live search, you may want to search ebooks on EBSCOhost separately to make sure that you've got all your bases covered. eBook Central is also very similar to eBooks on EBSCOhost, and you may find many of the same titles in both databases, but there's enough difference in what they contain that it's worthwhile searching both. And then these other databases down here are more of a reference type where you're more likely to find articles within ebooks than entire ebooks on a particular subject. And again, we've got some samples of various ebooks here. Then we've got a tab on data and statistics. So if you want to find data and statistics about Turkey, these are the databases that are most likely to provide that to you. There may be other databases, again, depending on what topic you're looking at, but these are the ones that are most likely. And then there's a little sidebar here talking about the power of using statistics in your research. And then the last tab is about video and media. So we've got the databases here where you're most likely to find video that's helpful. And again, a sidebar talking about the power of using video as support and how you can integrate that into your research. While we're here, I also want to point out these little icons next to the listings. They all have meaning, so you can mouse over those and find out what those little icons mean. So for example, every time I see this little gold key, I'm going to understand that if I'm off campus, I'm going to be required to log in. Generally, that's going to happen through the proxy server. We have another video on finding databases and logging in through the proxy server. Right now, it's featured on the home page, so you can look at that if you need help with that. So that's more or less what I wanted to cover, just a quick tour of the guide we have on Turkey, our global focus country. If you have any questions or need any help, please feel free to get in touch with me. You can call me at 828-395-1306. Email me at cpwiggins@isothermal.edu. If you can't get a hold of me, just contact the library and someone else will help you, and that's 395-1307. Or you can email library@isothermal.edu. And please remember, you can always go to the helpful information box and use the library chat anytime, day or night. Thank you. Have a good day and happy researching.